I'm back again. Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to go ahead and double check something just to see. Um, what I have noticed is the fact that this game runs the best on 2560 by 1440p with very high settings, and that's pretty darn good for a game like this to be running QHD with a very high settings, and it runs really smooth. It has a really good performance with very high settings, and the loading time is like maybe 10 seconds, as you will see right here. Probably maybe 10, less than 10 seconds, give or take. There it is. You see like the rain and everything seems to be running smoother. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Retro Angel? How are you? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sorry about the delay. Here we are now with the rain and everything, and then seems to be running smooth. I think 1440p should be available for everybody out there, but it really depends on your device. Some devices, like streaming devices, will not support it, depending on the streaming device that you have. So that's the one thing. And we're stuck here in this canal. That's great. Come on, jump. There we go. Oh no. Oh no, we're stuck now. We're stuck here. I'm stuck with my horse. There we go. That's better. Seems to be running smooth here. But it's good to know that we can live stream 1440p. That's cool, I think. Especially for a demanding game like this that's running on very high settings. So that's pretty cool. And now this is on very high settings. What I'm running here, it's on a very high settings. And I think this is the best. I think this is the best option if you have a PC to go with QHD very high settings. You're gonna get that awesome performance. And the only reason I'm doing QHD is because of my live stream. Other than that, I'm okay with native 4K. Like I said, I did a video earlier where I showed you running this game in native 4K with very high settings with no issues. So again, the whole purpose. Well, here I'm getting 60 frames per second. So on QHD with very high settings, I'm getting 60 frames per second. And then on native 4K with very high settings, I'm getting 30 frames per second. Obviously, if I select native 4K with high settings, I'll probably get something similar to this.
Yeah.
Well, let me talk to these people here. Let me get off my horse. Get off the horse. Here we go.
Poor innocent creatures.
Put the weapon away. That's forbidden here.
How do you talk to these people? I totally forgot.
What are you playing at with that weapon?
Why you? What did you ever do to anyone?
Hey! Watch it! Lout!
Why?
Let me talk to her.
Is that some new kind of game? Fuck, why? Watch it. You can't draw your weapon here.
My poor Rosie.
On the horse we go. Mount on the horse now. Let's go head out somewhere. Why did I mark it over here? Like, is there something I gotta do here? I totally forgot, but let's check it out. Let's check it out. So yeah, this looks amazing in QHD with very high settings. I'm pretty stoked that I can get 60 frames per second with a very high settings. On this game. So I can probably get 60 frames per second in native 4K with high settings only. But that's good too. You know what? Getting this game, even with the high settings, with 60 frames per second, it's still pretty darn good, you know. But I would say QHD with very high settings will give you a nice graphical fidelity. But if you need that detail, you know, if you want that sharp detail, then I say native 4K with high settings only with a 60 frames per second. Now, this looks beautiful, man. Look at this. Look at the shadows. I mean, you know, the problem is sometimes a lot of people are just rushing through the game and they don't take time to just look around just to see how much is being rendered. And when you stop and when you look around, when you see how much is being rendered, then you realize, oh my God, you know, this is what I'm missing. Let me get off my horse. So what you're seeing here at 60 FPS, clearly you can see it up there on the counter. It goes from 60 to 54 to 55, but it's around 60 FPS. The only thing is I'm not running this. How about this? Why don't let me exit. Let me do another test. Let me select 60 frames per second in 1440p, and let me see if you guys can do 1440p 60 FPS. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back again, and then I'm gonna select 60 FPS because what you're looking at right now is 30 FPS. So let me come back again with a 60 FPS 1440p so you guys can see the fluidity. Alright, remember, we're testing this, so I'll be right back. Stick around, don't go anywhere guys, I'll be back. Like a few seconds, that's it.